closet, but I'm the
I
one
put a
that's
green
actually
shirt
a
on for
Saints
Green
fan.
Bay. Come
I
on,
got
man.
my New Orleans Saints posters and my Drew Brees. The Saints have finally found another quarterback, and it looks like, I mean,
Oh,
truthfully,
you're
I'm
a
not,
Saints fan today? I thought you were a Seahawks fan.
don't judge me. I am what I am, and get off my back about it. I
All right.
am from New Orleans. I am at least loyal to the Saints because they brought me my first Super Bowl. So the Saints got their guy though, Derek Carr. But speaking of my other team, yes, I am
Don't
a
love it. Don't
I
love it.
what, you don't like the Derek Carr one?
I like it. I don't love it. I don't. I think the Saints haven't realized that they're actually in a full rebuild yet. Like
No,
they,
I kind of agree with you there. Like I told you this multiple times, and I've mentioned this in other videos that I want the Saints to just get it over with, man. Just go through this rebuild because we're good at freaking drafting players. Like we really
yeah,
are. And I always give you shit about Green Bay with like never drafting a wide receiver in the first round. I don't remember the specific date that it was, but literally I think it was like the 70s or 80s or something like that.
it's
I
been a
don't
minute.
I don't know if you saw this tweet though, but it was going around after the Saints signed for what you call it, Derek Carr, that the Saints literally have not drafted a quarterback since 1971. And that
Yeah,
last
you know
quarterback
who it was?
was Archie freaking Manning. Like,
Yeah,
come on, dude.
last first round quarterback. We've drafted two.
Yeah. So it's frustrating, but I mean, Derek Carr is Derek Carr. He's never had a top 10 defense. He's never even had a top 15 defense, I think. So I think the Saints, I know you like to be a hater sometimes, but the Saints are consistently having a great defense, and they've consistently drafted great on the defensive side recently. And I mean, there's news that Mike Thomas is kind of really starting to get really bought in. So you have Mike Thomas, Chris
Mm,
Olave,
I'm going to
Shaheed,
count on that.
Juwan Johnson actually just
30-year-old injury prone
re-signed.
wide receiver.
I mean,
Juwan Johnson. Oh yeah, he's
uh,
Antonio Gates.
I never said he was Antonio Gibson.
I
Don't even start that. But
don't know, bro. I
Juwan,
just
you
don't
can't
see
deny
it.
Juwan Johnson went hard last year, dude. He had, I think, like 6 touchdowns in like a 4-game span. So he did the same thing as Evan Ingram. I mean, I'm probably exaggerating on the touchdowns. Don't quote me on that. But he played very well towards the end of the year. So Juwan Johnson having him, and then this is somebody we're going to talk about, Darnell Washington, like freaking talk about freak of athlete, 6'7",
Yeah,
264. I think he weighed in at the combine.
yeah.
There's another freak
Still
athlete.
ran a 4.640.
Yeah. And then like there's another freak athlete we'll talk about, Anthony Richardson, but like Darnell Washington is a guy I think the Saints will really target. So like you have those weapons around Derek Carr with a top 10 defense consistently over the last 3 years. He's in the best situation that I think he would have been, maybe besides the Jets, because the Jets are younger and kind of, I guess, more energetic, that type of deal, because the Saints are getting old. That's my only gripe with it.
Right.
But I know you want to be a hater. What do you want to say? You keep giving that little stupid smirk that you always do.
Dude, like I said, I think they're not giving in to the fact that they're actually in a rebuild. Chris Olave is great. Michael Thomas is 30 years old, injury prone, and has barely liked the Saints. Juwan Johnson, okay, he had an okay season last year. What does your O line look like still right now? Are they going to play the same? Your defense is another year older. I'm not saying they're bad; they're all good players, but it's
You
another year older. I don't believe in Dennis Allen. So, look,
I'll let you finish, but I'm glad we're getting this on tape now, because literally for the last 3 years, ladies and gentlemen, this freaking guy right here has been saying, "Oh, your defense is getting another year older. Your defense is getting another year older." And what, we consistently have a top 10 defense. And I don't
ladies
think
and
that's me
gentlemen,
being a
is it true
homer.
or not true that the year
Yes, they're
after
getting
year,
another
it's
year
another year
older, but
older?
there's a difference
Okay.
between getting older, but also like still being fundamentally sound whenever you have, because no matter what you say about defense, Dennis Allen, he's a phenomenal defensive coach. Like, I've had my gripes about Dennis Allen last year, and I will probably have those gripes again. I mean, it's the off season, so I mean, and I'm a former athlete. They teach you short-term memory, so like I've already forgotten about last year. But I'm excited about this year.
Convenient.
He has a quarterback, and if he doesn't get it done, I think he may be in there another year, but the only thing that I really don't like is the fact that they kept the OC, and I can't believe I'm blanking on his name right now because he's been there for like 12 years. But they're trying to still run that same Sean Payton system,
It's
and
not the same.
it's not the same, but they have the weapons. I think they actually have a quarterback now because Derek Carr is a starting quarterback. Like I saw something like he's a top 10 paid quarterback in the league now, and honestly, that feels okay. Like that doesn't shock me. It feels like okay, yeah, he should kind of be in that ballpark.
Can you think of honestly, and we don't have to go through it right now, but I'm pretty sure I could probably name 10 quarterbacks that I would want before him.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that right now. And I'm not saying he is like for sure lock top 10 quarterback, but I'm saying with the way that the market goes, obviously, in today's NFL, because you could say the same thing about Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray does not deserve to be paid more than Aaron Rodgers, or I don't know if that, but there's like so many
But I
quarterbacks.
would take Kyler over Derek Carr.
No, for sure. Yes. I'm not saying that either. But what I'm saying is there are people that are getting paid more than others that should not be, you know?
Oh yeah, that
So
happens every year. The market, dude, it's insane, man. Like even when you look at like the wide receiver market, people are getting 25 million a year. I mean, corners getting 20 million a year. Like that Gino just got 35. Like that's not
yeah.
that far as a starting quarterback. You're only making 10 million a year more than some of I mean, what think about what DK is about to get paid. You know what I mean?
Oh,
He's going to be
DK,
approaching.
is his contract about to end again?
Oh no, he did just get paid, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he still has at least like 2 or 3 years left.
I don't know why I'm thinking about him getting
I
paid
know you're
again.
thinking of Tyler Lockett. Tyler
Tyler
Lockett,
Lockett's about to
yeah,
get
his
paid.
contract
Yeah.
is about to end this year. And I think the Seahawks will resign him. He's
Yeah.
like, he's the guy, you know, you
I
can't
think he'll take a